have always enjoyed taking little stuffed animals and giving them personalities and voices and bringing them to life. Most people outgrow that by about the age of 10, but I was still doing it as an adult. Well, one day someone said, "Why don't you learn ventriloquism and maybe do something that would be helpful to children?" Well, I heard an ad on the radio about a need for volunteers to go into a shelter for abused children. It was a county shelter, and a ministry would send volunteers in there every Sunday morning to do chapel and Sunday school, and they needed people. And those kids were not well disciplined. These are kids that had been removed from their homes for abuse and neglect. But I found out quickly they would sit still long enough to hear a bunny sing a song, and they would trust an adult that came in with a stuffed bunny. So we were off and running. I had a bunny exactly like Cherry that I had bought about a year or so ago, and I had an apartment destroyed by fire completely, lost everything. Well, a couple of days after that fire, I decided I should go get a teddy bear, something to replace that bunny rabbit. And I was having lunch with a friend at a restaurant, and there was a little gift shop, and so I went in there and started looking around, and I saw a teddy bear. And then I looked up on the next shelf, and lo and behold, there was this bunny rabbit exactly like the one I lost. So I was thrilled, and I bought that bunny rabbit, and that is Cherry. I used the story of getting Cherry at the store to tell children the gospel. I bought Cherry with money. Jesus bought us with his life. When I saw Cherry on that shelf, she didn't have a voice, she couldn't move, she didn't talk, she didn't sing, she didn't have a name. But when I bought her, I gave her a name, Cherry, which means beloved, and I gave her a voice. I brought her to life so that she could talk to kids. And that's a wonderful way. I used to celebrate Cherry's birthday with young children and use that story to tell them the gospel about how Jesus bought us with his life and gave us a new life and a new name. We're Christians. Well, right now, as I get a little bit older, I have a vision to create products to help kids hear the gospel and hear God's word and remember it. Music is a powerful tool to remember God's word. So I've created now 11 music CDs. Maybe by the time you hear this, there might be more, I don't know. And a little Rabbitville idea, where it isn't just Cherry, but it's Cherry and friends, Cherry and some other bunnies. And that's the setting, that can be the setting for DVDs, storybooks. I've got like a million ideas of things that could be developed. Board games, devotional books, maybe a Bible that has little commentaries by Cherry on the side. And Cherry will tell you she has millions of songs stuffed inside her fur waiting to pop out. The kids will enjoy learning these songs too and remembering them. And again, they'll be singing God's word when they do that. And some of these music CDs, in fact, the ones that we're making now, have a script with them. So your church could actually take one of these CDs and make it into a musical. And they could do whatever props they want to have, whether it's inexpensive props or a big production, but it's simple enough that young children can participate in one way or another. The kids could wear bunny ears and be bunnies in Rabbitville when they sing these songs and recite the lines. There's just a few simple lines between songs on each of the musicals. We have several musicals already ready for a church that would be interested. We have a Christmas Jingle Bunny, we have a White Easter, we have one called I Can Count on Him to help kids learn about trusting God. We have one called Let Freedom Ring so that kids learn a little bit about American history and the religious freedom that we enjoy here in America. So we do have several already that are ready to be purchased and could be used in your church to help your young children. And this is Cherry, the resurrection rabbit. Cherry Kathleen Bunny. I gave her a middle name for a dear friend who's now in heaven. But Cherry would love to minister to your children, either personally or through her music and storybooks.